The Patriot movement really came across my radar about 3.5 years ago with Bunkerville, the standoff at Bunkerville with Clive and Bundy. I heard that the Bundys were taking it on the road and going to recapture Canyon, and I went down there because I was near where I was living at the time in Colorado. And so I drove down there with a buddy and just started filming, and I was like, this is amazing. This is so compelling. Like, this is capturing, this federal lands question is just such a microcosm of the greater divide that we're seeing in the country. And so it kind of stayed a side burner project for about 2 years after that. And then when the events at Malheur went down, I saw that it was the people who were serious. It was kind of the all-stars of the all-star game of the Patriot movement. And I know that they were creating a situation in which the federal government had to react. And so I knew I needed to be there to film this thing because I knew this was going to have a beginning and an end. And when a narrative arc falls out of the sky as a documentary filmmaker, you have to go out there and check it out.
He basically left the refuge just so he could go down and like find somebody who'd come on and help him, raise the money and finish the movie. And once we sat down, he showed me like 5 minutes of footage, and I was like, we're in. I said, we'll help you to do everything you need to do. And then he went back up to the wildlife refuge, back up to the standoff, and was there till the end. So we felt very fortunate to get to be involved with a movie like this, because I think it's a great kind of example of what's happening in our country today. It's a microcosm of a larger conversation. As Dave was talking about the divide, this is very representative of what's in the movie, and I think it gets into a conversation in a way that we're not having right now.
And I think in America we tend to reduce people to ideologies, and that's really dehumanizing. And we've created the situation in which you say, I don't agree with you, and since I don't agree with you, you're an awful person.
That's right.
And I wanted to move away from that in this film. I could have made a straight up prop piece that just skewers these people. I mean, there was certainly enough fodder for that amongst the more extreme elements there. But I wanted people to see that these are human beings, that there could be human beings that they disagree with so profoundly, but also to recognize those people's humanity. As
relevant as it was 15 months ago when David was shooting the film, I think it will resonate even deeper now because the divide has only gotten wider. The conflict between right and left, red or blue, is continuing to be at the forefront of conversations. And I think this film does a great job of kind of laying bare a lot of grievances that people have. And I think that it does it in a way that doesn't point fingers, it doesn't assert blame, and it lets kind of people just have this open dialogue, which I think is really missing. And the film also doesn't make assumptions, which is what I think David did such a great job doing. It doesn't take sides. It doesn't say these people are right, these people are wrong. It lets you kind of make your own judgment. And for me, the best films do that. Like, I want you to think. I don't want to tell you what to think. And I think the film really captures that. I mean, the financing was really easy. I mean, the best part is he had such a great subject that once we started showing people the money, we were able to, showing them the clip and showing them segments from the film, we were able to raise all the financing we needed really fast. I mean, it was probably, I'd say, 2 months. It took us to raise all the money. And we have great partners. Dan Cogan at Impact Partners, the guys at First Look Media who came on, Tom Beers, who is like the most manliest man you'll ever meet in your life. He's the guy who behind like the what's his huge show, the fishing show that's been on forever, Deadliest Catch. Yeah. Like, this guy is he is like the perfect person you want producing this shit, like a movie like this with you. But on the heels of that, we were very simple, so we could just let David kind of make the movie he wanted to make. And I think that's a real gift as a filmmaker, to be in a position where you don't have to worry about the financing, you don't have to worry about the post. Like, that we were there to kind of help shepherd all that for him, so he could focus on the creative. And it's a rarefied place to get to be as a first-time filmmaker.